Oh, sex in the
Stop talking about the books! Go, move on to the house!
And these chairs look like little humans.
What? There's nothing human about those chairs. Welcome back everyone to the channel, and today we're doing another Architectural Digest review. This is with Dakota Johnson, who was in 50 Shades of Grey. She's Melanie Griffith's daughter, I think, right? She also got into a fight with Ellen on the Ellen Show. Not so much a fight, but she put Ellen in her place, kind of. Anyways, she was in Madam Web, which I still haven't seen. I heard it was a terrible movie. Who suggested this one? Someone said
a
this
lot
was
of people suggested this one.
They did. Okay, well, I'm curious. She oddly seems, I mean, she's, you know, nepotism and all that stuff, but she seems kind of like normal, nice. Let's find out.
Hi AD, I'm Dakota. Welcome to my house. I moved here about 5 years ago, and it was the second house I looked at and the first house I ever bought. I love wood, and
I've said that many times. There have been many times in my life that I've also said I loved wood. The house isn't kind of what I was expecting. I mean, I like that at least it's not like this giant, whatever Zed's house, that ridiculous concrete mansion. He didn't even know what rooms did. I mean, it was like, God.
light and windows and green, so I just fell in love. Ryan Murphy lived in this house first.
Ryan Murphy should cast me in something. Ryan, I am not famous, and I am not Lady Gaga, and I'm not Sarah Paulson. That's her name, right? Sarah Paulson. But I would like to play some character that just gets killed. Like, I can be in the screen for like 3 seconds. So if anybody knows him, please get in contact with him. I just want to play some weird character that dies. I don't even want to have a line. Just, I would like to die in one of your shows. Do you think that's possible?
I'm sure.
I'd like to do that.
He loved it so much too, but his
I don't like this jacket. I'm just gonna say that right now. I don't like this suit jacket.
got bigger, so he moved out.
Also, uncross your arms, like you're...
And this is the living room. I hang out in here, I read. People kind of are always coming in and out of my house.
That's how you know you're rich and famous, when there's just other people kind of coming in and out of your house. Do you know what I mean?
Everyone hangs out in this room, obviously. Not only because it's a living room, but because it's like one of the only places to sit. The furniture is vintage, and the couches were original, and we recovered them in
It's
this
like crushed velvet texture. It looks like the Brady Bunch had like a budget.
This table came with the house. I bought it with the house, which was lucky. It's pretty cool. On the bottom, it's bamboo. The piano is vintage.
There is something strange. There is a strangeness to this. It's not Liv Tyler, where Liv was like licking the walls like, and the Snoresberry tastes like Snoresberry. But I feel like the more comfortable she gets, the weirder this will get.
An antique Wurlitzer. I play like badly. Hi, that's Zeppelin. He wants to show you his dinosaur. This is not an
Everything is fine. She would never make it in an Italian family. My Aunt Cindy would be like, I can't hear you, and no one else can speak up.
this thing, but I have a record collection that goes all the way, and I just alphabetize them. And it's really exciting. And this amazing thing happens at certain times of day, like really early in the morning, 7 a.m.
Water reflects?
On the pool does this on the ceiling, and I think it's the coolest.
Yeah, there is something, it's slowly pissing me off. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know if it's jealousy. Is she home a lot? Maybe I tour too much, but I feel like when you do movies, you're gone for 3 months. I don't know that I would look at like pool reflections and be like, this is the coolest thing. You know what pisses me off? When someone says something to you, and I go, I didn't hear you, can you say it again? And they repeat it with the same volume that they did the first time. I literally now just say, you just said it the same way the last time. Why is there no part of you that thinks to speak up?
This is my off.
Speak up.
I read scripts in here. I have meetings.
Okay, so you read Madam Web in there, and we're like, this is inspirational. I mean, 50 Shades of Grey, which for gays is child's play. That movie didn't make any sense. I remember my friend Micah pointed out that we watched it, made fun of it, and she said when the guy like puts her in her room, she was sleeping on the side of the bed, and Micah goes, sleep in the middle, live a little.
Here, I actually don't really get any work done because I get distracted by everything.
By what? What are you distracted by? Does the pool light go in there too?
My favorite thing about it, I guess, is these bookshelves that I built into the walls.
Again, we've talked about this before. There's a lot of we happening. in these rich
Well,
people's
she
homes.
said I.
Right.
So she did that.
So she...
There wasn't even a we on this one.
So she's trying to convince us that she built those shelves herself.
Originally, they were
I'm not
just
saying she can't. I'm just saying I don't get that vibe. If Gwyneth Paltrow told me that she put up her bookshelves, I'd say yes. If Jane Fonda said, I build my own fucking barn, I'd be like, she did. See what I'm saying? This feels like TaskRabbit was called.
these ones were sent to me by Patti Smith. I said, I love your poetry so much. I love your work. And so she wrote me little notes in all of these
Are we supposed to be looking at the house, or we're just talking about the books and the dogs? She alphabetized the records. Now we're looking. Talk about this architectural digest.
She sent
The shelf with it. The shelf.
This is a weird pile. Don't focus on this pile of books. Let's just put these ones in a different.
Talking about the books. Talk about the coloring of the room or the lampshade that you bought at the.
We'll just put them down here. Go to a cooler pile. This is cool. It's a wax mushroom. This.
Above a Julie Andrews book. The hills are alive with the sound. That's someone who projects.
Chanel a long time ago, and my alias was punk rock, and I thought that was funny. They're
Oh, this is getting weirder. She's got a lot of yes people in her life.
silly awards. I don't even know. I'm not an awards person. Barb is
Silly awards. This is, okay, I sound like I'm complaining, but I think when you grow up in Hollywood and that is your life, that's not that you don't respect things. Like someone else earned that.
Exactly.
Like I know we make fun of J-Lo. She's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And my theory on J-Lo, why we all turned on her, is because we didn't think she took herself that serious, but then evidently she did, and then we were like, no, sister. But like, at least she earned all that. Like, she's from the Bronx and was like, I'm gonna be a dancer, and then now is like a singing actress. Like, that's not even remotely where she was coming from, but she did, like, that's like, okay, I can respect the hustle. You point at a People's Choice Award and you're like, these things, I don't really know.
such a great character. Barb didn't come back in season 2.
Okay, I will say about Barb, and God rest his soul, Stanley, we watched all of Stranger Things. My friend Stanley and I, we watched the whole first season like in a day because we were catching up on it. And we did feel weird about Barb. I remember Barb was like murdered and no one spoke about it. And then I was tweeting about it when I used to have Twitter, and people were like, no, this is so old news, Matteo. But both Stanley and I at that time were like, what the hell happened to Barb?
They totally
Why are we talking about Barb? What about your house?
forgot about Barb in the Upside Down. That sucks. She's still there. Oh, sex in the con.
Stop talking about the books. Go move on to the house. So far what I've learned is the dog is a dinosaur toy. This is the only room you can sit in. She alphabetized her record players. She likes the light reflection from the pool on the ceiling. And she won't stop talking about her books. Now I kind of like respect Gwyneth Paltrow for being like, I worked with this designer, we looked at this marble slab, we wanted this, I've always wanted crock pots, I wanted this, that. Like, not crock pots, but you know, but at least she's like within the house, like she understands what's happening in the house. Martha Stewart, you know what I mean? Like Martha knows this. Even Barbara Streisand, who's insufferable, you know, this is 3/4 of an inch off, whatever. This is like, it makes sense now that she picked the second house she saw. But she was probably like, yeah, it's good now. It's down. Take it. It's fine. Sure. Well, we have 7 more houses for you. No, it's fine. I like the pool water. Ryan Murphy's like, I gotta get out of here. I've now sold 100 shows and movies. I'm getting out of here.
Origins. Oh, Jesus. What a weird girl.
Show me the yard.
This was a Polaroid of Hunter Thompson, who was my dad's best friend and a very dear, like, godfather figure to me. And I love it so much, even with his boobies. This is
We should do an architectural digest of my house sometime. It'll be a short tour, but we should do it. That'd be fun. Should I dress up like Liv Tyler and lick the wall?
amazing photographer named Alice Mann, and she photographs these marching band girls.
Producers are like, are you gonna show us the house? I mean, the photos are fine. The books are fine.
And the energy is amazing, and it makes me feel hopeful. That is a photograph of my grandma at her house at Shambhala with
a tiger?
Let's go in the dining room.
You know what my grandma was doing? A picture of my grandma, if at the same time, she's in a house coat with 7 kids around her screaming for help.
This table, actually, we designed it and had it made. I mean, it's a small...
You designed a glass table?
We didn't want to lose the rug and
This being said, I like the vibe of her house.
light, and we kind of wanted the table to disappear. And these chairs look like little humans. They're so gorgeous.
What? Those chairs don't look like humans at all. There's nothing human about those chairs. Dakota, they look like chairs. They don't look like humans. Is she trying to reference that they're as beautiful as humans? She said they look like humans.
I have some crystals, yeah.
Okay. If someone has crystals in their house, I'm out. How do you feel about crystals?
They're fine.
Does Serena do crystals?
Not like crazy, but she has a few.
Do you?
No.
Because it has a dandelion inside.
Did I threaten you and your...
No, you didn't. It's okay.
I shouldn't be so opinionated before I know things. But you know when you walk into someone's house and there's 50 crystals there and they're late on mortgage payments? You know what I mean? I'm sure that's a joke someone said before, but it's just like the more crystals you have, the more untogether you are in your life. A few crystals is fine. You and I are collecting Pokemon cards. I'm not saying we're any better. Do you see what I'm saying? It's the same, whatever is feeding into us getting Pokemon cards is the same thing as someone getting a crystal, right? But I did get a Charmeleon today because Chris and I made a trade.
People tend to give crystals as gifts in LA, and that's great. I love them. There's a really big one over there in the corner. That guy, that crystal is crazy. And it projects good vibes into, you know, the house.
Are you sure it's not a toxic fume that makes you not aware of what's really happening right now? I've learned nothing about this house.
This is my little kitchen.
I like the kitchen.
We painted it this green color. I love green. I lived in New York before I moved into this house. And then before I moved to New York, I lived in a house and I painted the kitchen green, but I totally up the color, and it was like the most atrocious color green. It was so hardcore. It looked insane, like terrible. But then I got it right on this one, I think. I love cooking.
It seems like a ghost, like an apparition. Do you know what I mean? Like the way she talks and how her body language is kind of like a figure you would see out of the corner of your eye. What was the ghost saying? She painted the wrong green.
Cook a lot and I bake a lot. I love limes. I love them. They're great. I love them so much, and
700 limes. She's making key lime pie?
And how cool is this? It's dying, that plant, now that I'm looking at it. That's so sad.
She is like, I mean, I kind of love her. Like she seems like a fun hang, but she should not be doing AD.
I never ever thought that I'd be like a dish person because I don't get it at all. Like the psychology of it, I don't understand.
Are there dish people? Like my Nana has dishes that she's never used. People don't like collect dishes, do they?
I mean, yeah.
Do your parents have or your grandparents, do they have the classic China cabinet?
You never use, yeah.
You can't open it?
Yeah.
Anyone would collect loads of dishes, or people who have China
Keep the collect loads.
and like China cabinets. I was always like, what? Why? I don't get it. But here I am with loads of dishes. Look at these.
That might be one of the ugliest dishes I've ever seen in my entire life. It looks like a margarita pizza that's gone bad.
Never have I used this. What is that for? Oh, it's for teacups. Got it. I mean, can you stand it? They're the coolest.
Why do I feel high watching this? It's always like a level. I'm not an angry person, but there's like a simmering anger when I watch these, and it's jealousy. It's confusion. I don't know. Is there anyone with like a normal architectural digest? Like,
And it's called Tea Time Pictures, so tea is a big deal for me. But also, caffeine
this is like white noise. Like if I need to fall asleep, I'm gonna put this on. Like it's brought to you by Benadryl. Like, speak up. Show me the house.
That's upstairs where my bedroom is, but we're not going up there. I wanted you to see this table and chairs over here because it's from Winston Churchill's yacht. I'm not lying. And I think that's the coolest thing ever. And look at how these chairs fit. Nobody can really sit in this table because the chairs wobble in these cracks in the slabs of pavement and people fall out of them and it sucks. But isn't that so satisfying and amazing? I planted this tree when I moved.
What?
This like I wouldn't trust her with a plant. This makes Liv Tyler look much more normal.
And it was a little baby, and I got some whoppers of lemons on that one. But this one, look, they're like perfectly placed oranges on this tree. Can you believe that?
There's 3.
This was meant to be an herb garden, and I never planted any herbs. Just looking at it now, and it looks so crazy in here. I didn't ever do anything, and all this wild shit started growing in it, like this guy.
Gotta be high. She must have ripped one, allegedly. She must have ripped one and then opened the door and was just like, what's up, AD? You want to see my books? No, we want to see your house. Well, you're not seeing half of it. We've seen 3 rooms and a backyard.
What are you even? Weeds. You know that on a lot of tea bags, they have little fortunes on the back of the tea tab? And I really take them very seriously. And one that I get all the time is the difference between a flower and a weed is judgment. So think about that.
No, the difference between a flower and a weed is I want my flowers and the weeds won't stop growing. The difference between an architectural digest and a woman getting high showing us her book collection is Dakota Johnson.
Thought it would be really, really pretty if there were some flowers and things out here, because this house can tend to feel really masculine. These chairs are not meant to be put outside. They're very delicate and expensive, but they look so good out here, so who cares? My cat...
People who don't have money care. If they're super expensive, like, I grew up in a house, if anything costs any kind of money, we couldn't even touch it. Like, what? I mean, look, she's got money, she's in movies, she could put an expensive chair outside.
Just the way she says it. You know?
Yeah, like, she's trying to cosplay a normal person, like a relatable person, but just has, like, an unbelievable amount of wealth and fame.
My cat Chicken is buried here, which is not funny, but I don't know.
Was the cat's name Chicken, or was it like Avatar: Last Airbender where it's half cat, half chicken? Or was it a chicken named Cat? So she buried her cat in her backyard. You know the camera guy's like... I mean, we're a step away from Hoarders where the dead cat's behind the couch.
I think it's funny to tell you that. The pool's heated.
It's not funny at all. You buried your cat in your backyard. What happened to the cat?
I can go in it all the time. And also, it doesn't really get cold here.
There's just branches and shit in her pool. Like, this woman's a mess.
Let's go up here. These are some stairs.
Ever heard of them?
These are stairs.
That lead you to this place up here, which is a hot tub.
Form sentences! Why wouldn't she say, up there is a hot tub and I have a really beautiful stairway that takes us there? Instead, it's, these are stairs that gets us there. And then from there, when you get there, you see there's a hot tub. Do you know what I mean? Like, something's...
Which is so cold. Bamboo.
Like, I have fake plants all over my house because I'm not home a lot. I tour all the time. So I know that I can't take care of them. So I have fake plants. It doesn't seem like anyone's taking care of this house. Does that make sense? Like, she seems like the kind of person who's like naked in bed and walking around while like the maid comes over. Do you know what I mean? And she's like, it's fine.
Oh, crazy fast. I don't know if you know that. And
I don't.
My neighbors on
And
that
I don't think you do either.
side are in a war with me about how high the bamboo in the driveway is
She must
growing.
be a nightmare of a neighbor.
Bamboo in the driveway? Oh my.
She must be a nightmare of a neighbor.
Because why would I want people to be able to see in my house? I can't believe that I'm even letting you guys in my house. So they can just...
What? I want everyone to know that this is Chris's face. Like a dad who's disappointed in his daughter for dropping out of college and marrying a drug dealer. That's the face that Chris is making behind the camera right now.
This is this gorgeous, just randomly placed flower arrangement.
Is it random or did you put it there? What's going on? Do you live in this house or not? I'm like mad.
That's my bedroom. Sneaky. Yeah, let's...
No, not sneaky. You brought us up here. Oh, she must be insufferable to date. Is she married? Is she dating anyone? Is this LA?
She was dating the front man of Coldplay, but they just broke up.
Oh, wow. So this is...
But that was June 2025.
But this is 2 people now that have dated Coldplay. Gwyneth Paltrow. And Liv Tyler's dad is a musician from Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Is it the connection?
Maybe.
Actress connected to musician?
You don't know.
I learned absolutely nothing about her house.
Thank you so much for coming, AD. I hope you liked the tour of my house.
I don't even know that you, what do I know about your house now? Nothing. That was the most bizarre. You guys keep suggesting the weirdest ones. That was, I don't even know what to say. I think you could just, I don't want to knock her for coming from a certain background, wealth and fame and all that stuff. That's not her fault, you know? It's just fascinating. That's gonna sit with me for a while. You know, you see a movie that like really affects you and it sits with you for a while?
Like what, Jurassic World?
Not while she's kung fu fighting dinosaurs. Nick is the most unhinged human being on the face of the planet. It was what it was. Thank you so much, everybody. You can catch me on tour. I'll be in Finland and Norway and Austria and London and Scotland, Seattle, San Antonio. So go to MatteoLaneComedy.com for tickets, and we're gonna keep reviewing these.